All right. Hello. Well, my microphone's all funny and off and all over the place. All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a matchup between Hitman versus 120. This game taking place here on Last Refuge. Hey, it's Dub. Hey, WinForce G. How you guys doing? Thank you for tuning in to the stream. Why not Reforged? The PC answer is because these are Netease games, and the Netease is still using patch 1.31. Alright, let's go ahead and break things down here. This is the Necropolis, Altar of Darkness, Ziggurat. The Crypt is already down. Timing on that Altar of Darkness appears as it was placed down right at the start of the game, meaning, well, it is most likely going to be a Death Knight hero. Meanwhile, off on the other side of the map, we see an Altar of Storms, Orc Burrow, and a Barracks. No quick tech to tier 2 this time around. You don't have to answer that. We all know the answer. No, you don't necessarily know the answer, nor do you know the tone of my answer. Yeah, so there's a lot of anger going around with WarCraft 3 Reforged right now with the custom maps, with how the game currently looks, with the lag issues. Some of them are actually, very true. I don't think Blizzard says that this is the best version of the game that they can make. I don't think that they're trying to sell us that particular can or that particular good. And I think that they said that they were going to aggressively patch. So that's one of the things that I am looking for. I'm looking forward to seeing how they are going to be aggressively patching. If there is going to be improvements in, say, even the character portraits. That paladin, I just cannot look at that paladin without laughing and wondering what is going on there. And cutscenes gave me real upset. Yeah, finally I get to catch Crota. Yep. All right, Hitman. It is going to be Hitman. So we'll see what's going to be happening here. And this is actually one of the things that I wanted to see. I wanted to see well-known players outside of Europe trying to play against, well, supposedly the best of the best out of Asia. And by doing so, we know that the Asian players mainly only play on Netease servers, and trying to play on Netease servers when you're not in that, eastern seaboard of Asia is very, very lag intensive. And because of that, you are automatically handicapped when trying to play against some of the best players in the world. That is going to be one of the things I want to see at DreamHack, whether or not once everyone is in the same room trying to play on a level playing field, how they do. Acolyte wandering back and forth here. Blade Master going after this Ogre Magi, stealing his opponent's Ogre Magi. This is a very, very big item here that's going to be dropped. There it goes. Takes it down. Picks up a Ring of Protection. Now going after the Forest Troll Trap. Forest Troll Trapper. Blade Master should end up getting taken, or Blade Master, trying to back away. Death Knight may try to get a Death Coil. No. Beautifully done right there with a perfect Wind Walk right in position to try and stop the healing. But now, there goes a quick ensnare there. It looks like that Grunt is going to be able to finish off this Acolyte with no problem whatsoever. One more shot will do it as the Crypt Fiend is now out onto the field. All right, Ghouls finishing off, or no, not Ghouls, Skeletal Minions finishing off everything else. Who's actually currently the best player in WarCraft 3? Always wondered. You know what? Trying to determine who the best player in the world is, trying to say who is the best football team in the world. And I'll just say football because Super Bowl weekend is this Sunday. On any given Sunday, any team can really beat any team. One critical mistake, one coaching mistake, one little bit of lapse in judgment by one of the teams or one of the players can have a catastrophic effect. So, and once you get to this particular level, it's difficult to say who is actually the best. You can say statistically who is the best, but then again, you also have to consider matchups, the maps, things of that nature. As Hitman, I believe Hitman actually got the final shot off there as the Death Knight didn't get any experience. Happy wins Super Bowl easy. All right, Blade Master now heading back off to the north here. Glad to see pure classic WarCraft 3, none of this Reforged. my eyes are still trained to look at classic Warcraft 3, and as I hope Warcraft 3 Reforged gets better and better, I will eventually transition over. But I'm going to be curious to watch some of the professional players at DreamHack Anaheim if they're going to be trying to run a version of the game that is only going to be the classic effects. That's actually what I'm curious about. Death Knight now may try and steal that shot. There it goes. Unable to do that. Beautifully done by Hitman as he's going to finish off the remainder of the creep camp. RIP's Battle.net chat rooms. You know what? That's actually one thing that I am enjoying. I am hoping that the overall infrastructure of the game gets better, less lag. Those were the quality of life improvements that I was hoping for in Warcraft 3 Reforged, and I didn't see them. Actually, a lot of players are actually experiencing greater issues, and I'm hoping that, you know, within 2 to 3 weeks before DreamHack Anaheim, we'll see a major quality of life improvement patch to help with everything. Meanwhile, Hitman now coming across here trying to finish off some more units. 4-stroll High Priest will get taken down pretty fast. Not quite sure why the grunts are going after the rock golem. You really should be going after the 4-stroll High Priest, who's actually healing himself and also has medium armor taking additional damage. Alright, meanwhile, back down across over here, Blade Master finishing off some more units. Meanwhile, back down here, we see 120 doing a quick job, has a level 1 Lich already out, frost armor ready to go to slow down that Blade Master. But Hitman has really been aggressively creeping out his opponent's side of the map. And with that said and done, well, while you creep out your opponent's side of the map, your opponent is going to have a harder time trying to level up additional heroes. Well, it's just the same as SU2 chat now, if you know anything about... Yeah, I don't know all that much about it, but I do remember the old school Battle.net chat rooms were, well, just similar to my bulletin board days and AOL in the late 90s chat rooms. So, well, a lot of questionable activities can happen there too. Shadowhunter now going across all of these units, going to be able to finish off that Null Assassin. Shadowhunter will get to level 2 here, and now perhaps pick up Healing Wave. Meanwhile, Blade Master is looking for his opponent, but doesn't realize that the Death Knight is right nearby. Tome of Intelligence +2. Well, 120 purposely going back for it. Oh, this could be bad news. Shadowhunter is going to be able to... What he's going to do here is going to try and engage. Shadowhunter is in a little bit of trouble, needs to get off a Healing Wave quickly. The Blade Master, however, now going to be trying to chase after this unit here. Blade Master is right down here. Sobi Mask on the Blade Master. Perhaps the Sobi Mask should be given to the Shadowhunter as the Obsidian statues are now joining in on the fight. 120 has exactly what he needs in order to start doing a bit of a push, and we don't see the fortified upgrade as of yet, but we do see that Tauren Chieftain and Tier 3. Alright, so far the tech to Tier 3 has only given a Tauren Chieftain. Meanwhile, Death Knight, we are looking already at Black Citadel. Orb of Corruption on that Death Knight will most likely be transferred to that Lich here in just a moment. Blade Master gonna go after... Oh, there is a burrowed Crypt Fiend. Frost armor now. Purge trying to remove, and you can take a look. So much easy damage. Trying to play a game of whack-a-mole. All of those units are burrowed right there. And what is happening? Unable to focus down any units. This game of, well, whack-a-mole as 3 Crypt Fiends are just hiding in the dirt. Going now after an Obsidian statue, another target that cannot be death coiled or healed, and that Obsidian statue going to get taken down instead. Blade Master going after a second Obsidian statue again, and the Healing Wave going to go ahead and save it. The Obsidian statues are basically the legs of the Undead army. Taking down both of them is absolutely huge, as the Scroll of Speed should allow these units to get away, but it seemed like Hitman lost control of his Shadowhunter just long enough. As well, there goes the Shadowhunter going back the other way. Grunt going back the other way again. Alright. So far, Lich making its way down. Death Knight, Dark Ranger joining in on the fight here. Shadowhunter sitting at level 2. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 1. Lich is going to purposely pull back the creeps here and try and engage them and steal his opponent's creeps right out from under his nose while he is there. The Blade Master, all of these units are just right now nearby. Dark Ranger, Lich, Crypt Fiends, all of them are going to try to engage. You can see that the Blade Master is currently revealed by this Sentry Ward right now. Tauren Chieftain quickly gets silenced as the Dark Ranger now trying to back up. Kodo Beast could perhaps try and eat something. Tauren Chieftain, there is the stomp, a big stomp. There goes the Death Knight. Healing wave, no. Potion of invulnerability on the Tauren Chieftain at 23 hit points. All right, no more healing wave. Crypt Fiend gonna try and, well, reveal itself. Dust of Appearance gonna come out. Let's go ahead and reveal it right there. Down it goes. Death Knight resurrected over here at the tavern. Tauren Chieftain is trying to get healed back up. Low hit point Grunt could end up getting taken down. It does get taken down, giving level 2 to that Lich. Frost Nova now on the board. Let's take a look. More damage, Dust of Appearance. Gonna finish off another Crypt Fiend right there. Down it goes as the Tauren Chieftain, high on hit points, but low on mana. Kodo Beast did not have time to dine and dash, as we see Hitman taking a small 3 supply advantage, as there is a bit of regrouping.
Our forces are under attack.
Back off to the north, Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 1 does have that Ring of Protection that will help him out. Meanwhile, Blade Master, Shadow Hunter with a decent item, Clarity Potions and a Sobi Mask. 1 Clarity Potion already being used. Meanwhile, Obsidian Statue down to 42 hit points. He needs to perhaps bring an Acolyte off of the gold mine to get that taken care of. Blade Master gonna go ahead and turn back around. Almost had a surround onto that Overlord right there. That would have been absolutely perfect. Tauren Chieftain could have, well, put his foot down to add in a little bit as a Troll Berserker gets finished off. Shockwave finishes off that Obsidian Statue in the background right there. Once again, losing an additional Obsidian Statue. That is absolutely huge. I believe that is 3 Obsidian Statues already down. And with that, well, normally your Obsidian Statues are units that you just, well, you really have to replace. And, well, you would really want to be spending that gold on different items and abilities instead. Unholy Aura on that Death Knight, not necessarily the item that he was looking for either. Meanwhile, Tauren Chieftain adds in another Ring of Protection plus 3. Alright, where is that Blade Master? Blade Master is down across over here going after the Death Knight. Death Knight could be in trouble. Gonna go ahead and try and wind walk it into position as the Death Knight now, well, with a potion of greater healing, able to get away. Blade Master could be in trouble. Gonna try to break free right here. There's that Frost Armor. Tauren Chieftain go, oh, there is the surround. Stomp misses pretty much everything right there, as Hitman is going to be forced to retreat after losing his Blade Master. Meanwhile, Troll Berserkers are out onto the field. They, however, are going to easily get cleaned up as well. Kodo Beast back out onto the field here. Kodo Beast are here. Troll Berserkers are here too. Blade Master here, ready to go. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 2, as we're looking at more creeping on the other side of the map. So far, 120, doing a good job just trying to repay the favor of having all of his creep camps cleared out by Hitman by doing the same exact thing. Now, we are looking at a fair number of Crypt Fiends with 1-0 upgrades, 2 Obsidian Statues to now replace, but we don't see any, well, real way to put pressure onto the bases. I don't see Raiders here. There are 2 Kodo Beasts, but the Kodo Beasts have not been eating any particular targets. Without eating and slowly digesting Crypt Fiends, well, that is actually missed opportunity for those Kodos, as Kodos could, well, consistently be dealing damage, even though they do reveal the position to their opponent. Fortified upgrade now done by Hitman, making this base a little bit more difficult to try and finish off. Peons are just gonna continue to whistle while they work, as we may see a potential creep jack here in the bottom right. Alright, here we go. Death Knight not shy of using that Scroll of Town Portal to get away in a hurry. There you go, a last +7 gold kill right there, as the 3rd Obsidian Statue now retreats back. We are still looking at 1-0 upgrades, 2-0 upgrades currently underway. Blade Master trying to make sure that there are no expansions anywhere on the map, as we're looking at more Troll Berserkers adding in. Both sides in kind of a low upkeep maintenance hell. We are looking at the Ogre Mauler, Ogre Magi creep camp here. This is one of the last major creep camps, if not the only major creep camp left on the map. No, there's still a Gargantuan Sea Turtle there. Both sides going to perhaps take their last creep camp. Obsidian Statues, still leading the way here, clearing out a relatively easy creep camp. Crypt Fiends 1-0, 3 Obsidian Statues. Meanwhile, down here, Blade Master gets in a 216 critical strike at level 4. That's scary because once you get to level 5, you may start seeing 300 or what is that? 280 critical strikes out there on the field. Kodo Beast adding in all of that, a little bit more bonus damage as well. There is currently one destroyer in the air. Blade Master going to try to join in. There's a Wind Rider as well. Web could be important here. No lightning shield as the units are now trying to back up. Wind Riders actually very, very low on hit points. Only 570, so a quick web will finish it off. Death Coil, there you go. Meanwhile, Blade Master trying to finish off. There goes a destroyer. The Blade Master with that Purge Ball, Lightning Orb, able to stop that destroyer in its track. Death Coil now finally getting into position. Kodo Beast now in a little bit of trouble. It's going to try and stay alive, but it gets taken down. Well, there goes one Kodo Beast getting picked up there. Constantly trying to use, well, Tauren Chieftain trying to finish off. Wow! Last second heal for that Crypt Fiend as the Blade Master gets a killing blow there. Both sides exchanging blows. Kodo Beast healing back up again. Blade Master trying to finish off another destroyer. Destroyer able to dance away as the units are going back every which way. There goes a Forest Troll Berserker. Now there goes another Berserker as the Blade Master trying to finish off some more units here. Tauren Chieftain in a little bit of trouble. Are we going to see a stomp? No, no stomp. Going after an Obsidian statue instead. Blade Master still has a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, but the Death Coil from the Death Knight saving that destroyer as it transformed. 44 supply compared to 60. 120 with a commanding 16 supply advantage overall, and it looks like it is just going to continue to grow. Meanwhile, if the Blade Master can get a good burst down, that would be absolutely perfect. The problem so far, though, is that the Wand of Wind was all used up. That was the perfect opportunity to take the Blade Master or Death Knight out of the fight, remove Death Coil, and then try and finish off a unit or two. Death Coil going to come across. There is the save. Now, Tauren Chieftain, where is the stomps? I haven't really been noticing them. There it goes. There is a big stomp across multiple units as a, well, there goes one Crypt Fiend. If the Tauren Chieftain can get another big stomp down, that would be ideal. Tauren Chieftain currently silenced by that Dark Ranger as the Blade Master turns back around to try and finish off a destroyer. All right, more battling it up. Blade Master down to 418 hit points, will be able to barely survive. There are still some creeps left there if they want to try and engage. All right, Kodo Beast is, well, getting in some digestive issues. Death Knight, Dark Ranger, Crypt Fiends, all of those other units right there. There it goes. There is the return, and well, from one belly to another, the Kodo Beast takes over as it continues to fight back again. Tauren Chieftain is in position. These two Kodo Beasts trying to shift back. 50 supply compared to 46. Death Knight, well, now, or sorry, Death Knight now trying to chase down that Blade Master. Blade Master, however, able to get away, even though it doesn't have that many hit points and doesn't even have Spirit Link. All right, healing salve going around. Blade Master going to get back up into that 600, 700 hit point range here in just a moment. Tauren Chieftain is at level 3. And we are sitting at only a 2 supply difference between these two armies. And that is also with one Crypt Fiend in the belly of the beast. All right, Skeletal Minion right there just hanging out once more. Dark Ranger sitting at level 3. As we're looking at the corners, well, there goes a Troll Bat Rider to shut down a potential expansion. As we're looking at the Tauren Chieftain, just perhaps trying to get a little bit more mana here, ready to go. All right, Shadow Hunter sitting at level 3, just shy of level 4 as well. Level 2 Hexer, perhaps. It should already be level 2 Healing Wave. There's a Purge right there. Blade Master could be in trouble. There's an Absorb Mana as that unit is going to go ahead and head back up. Quick Web to finish off a Troll Bat Rider. Death Coil saving that Destroyer as a Stomp now comes across. Blade Master trying to go after. There's a quick Hex onto the Death Knight. We may see the death of a, nope, Dark Ranger passing a Potion of Invulnerability as the units are going down every which way. Blade Master now taken down as the Dark Ranger gets up to level 4. Kodo Beast trying to get away. It's going to get caught up in some giant traffic. No, somehow able to head back there. Healing Wave saving one Kodo Beast. There's a Frost Nova there. 2 low hit point Kodo Beasts are trying to get away, and well, there is a reversal of fortune. Death Knight now sitting at 5. Dark Ranger now sitting at 4, and 120 is in the driver's seat of this game. Can he use it to cruise to victory? Shocky Shocks love Undead. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you for tuning in all the way from the UK. Troll Berserkers ready to join in on the fight. Blade Master now back out onto the field again. 54 compared to 42. Healing Wave bouncing around. Tauren Chieftain unable to get into the right spot. He wants to throw down. Oh, Blade Master, Potion of Invulnerability this time in time as the Tauren Chieftain, well, is he going to be able to throw down a stomp? Are we going to see a healing wave? Blade Master could be coming to an end right now as the Blade Master, how is he still alive? He is still alive right now. How? Finally getting taken down, but the Ankh of Reincarnation was transferred back over to him. Tauren Chieftain now trying to head back every which way. Blade Master is going to be back out onto the field here, ready to go. Are we going to see another Frost Nova? There is, Frost Nova onto the Tauren Chieftain. There goes a Crypt Fiend. Tauren Chieftain now finally down. Blade Master sitting at level 4, needs to get away. Level 5, Shadow Hunter still has not really been healing all that much. There is a 5 supply difference between these two armies, and that's just going to continue to grow as one Troll Berserker gets left behind. Coming down, Kodo Beast out onto the field. Are we going to see a resurrection? No resurrection there. Main gold mines are about to be finished mining. Only about a minute left on both sides. Acolyte, now trying to haunt this gold mine here. And if 120 can stabilize on this gold mine, he can definitely cruise to victory. Blade Master now gets up to level 5. There is a tiny Great Hall adding in here as well. Are we looking at a Tauren Chieftain resurrection? No, we are not. We still don't see a Tauren Chieftain, as the Skeletal Minion is going to quickly try and get some damage onto that Great Hall. Peons are just going to start trying to mine away, as both sides are going to set up their expansions rather quickly. Skeletal Minions are right there. Oh, no. 264 critical strike on that unit right there, giving that Shadow Hunter plenty of time to, mine more gold. All right, Hitman's follow-up play. Even though he's 13 supply, he needs to wait for this Tauren Chieftain to move on out. Meanwhile, off on the other side of the map, Lich and Dark Ranger are going to get a little bit more experience as well. And even adding in a Pureupt of Vitality, that Belt of Giant Strength should perhaps be given to the Death Knight, since it does also increase his attack damage, but perhaps the Lich just wants as much survivability as well. Acolytes off over here, they're going to have a very bad day. There goes one Acolyte. Are we going to see more death as well? Another one trying to get away. Oh, there is a quick Dust of Appearance. Blade Master says, you know what? There's no reason for me to stick around. Both sides have stabilized on their economies. However, 120 with the commanding lead of 14 supply, as we are still waiting for the Tauren Chieftain to get resurrected. Now, this next battle is going to be absolutely, key as well. A quick Dust of Appearance use right there. Perhaps the Blade Master was temporarily revealed himself. We see 2 destroyers in the air, 4 Crypt Fiends, and the Obsidian statues. If Hitman can, perhaps focus down those Obsidian statues again, he may be able to come out ahead. Oh, there's a big Frost Nova there. Lich is going to be able to finish off a handful of units pretty quick, and it looks like it's just going to try and do a little bit of a trade here. Shadow Hunter comes across here as well. More damage coming here as we're taking a look. Acolytes, Shadow Hunter just going to do a little bit of stutter step to try and finish off one Acolyte, maybe another. All right, only a handful of units are left. Headhunters are going to come back down. There goes one more spear, should finish it off. There it goes, as there is only one more Acolyte mining. Zero mining versus 0. One more hit from the Death Knight finishes that building there. Nerubian Tower finally falls. Let's take a look. Last Kodo Beast. Kodo Beast 264 critical strike. Gonna finish off this haunted gold mine. Still a 20 supply difference. Tauren Chieftain's gonna finally make it to the party. Gonna try to join back in, and there's the Blade Master as it tries to get some some purges right there. Blade Master could be in trouble. Forces a Windwalk, healing wave to stay alive. Tauren Chieftain now making its way back off to the north as the haunted gold mine could end up coming back into play or becoming important. Let's take a look. Blade Master going after those units. Tauren Chieftain going to go ahead and dive on in. Is it going to be able to stomp? No, it is not. It is currently low on hit points. It finally does do a stomp right there. Tauren Chieftain in a lot of trouble. Is it going to get focused down? Yes, it will. Trying to run away down to 23 hit points, and it stays alive. Scroll of Town Portal stays alive right there. More units trying to head back away. Let's take a look. Tauren Chieftain regrouping again. There is silence on the Shadow Hunter. Shadow Hunter really needs the healing salve that Tauren Chieftain, as we're going to look at this haunted gold mine getting taken out as well. All right, the time it takes to walk over, going to feel very long. Healing wave coming back around again. Blade Master sitting at level 5. Let's take a look. Unit's going to try and engage. Blade Master needs to get a purge off onto one of those destroyers or something. Kodo Beasts need to start eating additional targets as the Tauren Chieftain trying to back away. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 3. Are we going to see a silence right there? No, yes, there's the silence again. And the Tauren Chieftain has just constantly been unable to put his foot down, causing problems. Purge finishing off that destroyer there, as we're looking 43 compared to 31. All right, there is a Death Coil. Blade Master going back the other way. Healing Wave trying to keep it alive. Kodo Beast could end up getting taken down. Now just go after that Crypt Fiend normally. Nope, it is going to have a burrow. Blade Master down to 193. Trying to stay alive again, but unable to stick around in this fight. There are Headhunters. More Dark Ritual as 120 lands a big Frost Nova, forcing Hitman to leave. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. 120 just really recovering after losing 3 to 4 Obsidian statues early on. That really set him back, but he didn't let that phase him. He didn't let that affect him, and he was very, very slow in transitioning into those destroyers. I believe it was that transition into destroyers at key moments where the Blade Master was trying to finish off an Obsidian statue, and having enough gold to wait, transform the Obsidian statue, and then get a 400 to 600 hit point Death Coil to save that destroyer. And it almost wastes the amount of time that Blade Master was doing to try and finish off that unit. Things weren't looking good for Hitman even after the 3 Wands of Wind. He didn't really finish off enough Crypt Fiends. That was a big opportunity where you could try and get a Crypt Fiend down into low health, into like the yellow range, then Cyclone the Death Knight to neutralize his ability to be able to get a Death Coil off, and then finish off and push the Crypt Fiend damage there. There was too many close calls, and 120 was able to mass up his army. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.